Vana is my sanctuary, my Himalayan home, the place that I come to retreat, to learn, to be nurtured, to share, to be nourished, and also to gain inner strength. So Vana represents life to me and energy, and by that I mean there is no life without energy. I have come here to rejuvenate myself, to re-energize myself through the wellness treatments, which are all natural, as well as the exceptional natural and organic food at Vana, which is one of the best and the highlights of my day. I'm a bit of a foodie, and also to really be in nature, to be surrounded by such a blessed space, because I really feel that as soon as you come into Vana, you feel the spiritual nature of the sultries and the birds, and it is truly one of the beautiful spaces of the world. Vana cocoons you, it envelops you with its warmth the moment that you enter its gates, and thereby you feel open and free to be who you really are and to express yourself in that way. And that gives you a lot of introspection as well. Vana also emanates a lot of positivity, and that can be found in every element, in every aspect, be it the architecture, the cuisine, the treatments, as well as the artwork and the music. So in every sense that there is positivity emanating, I would say that there was truly an eye that looked into everything. This is not a place that had happened in a haphazard fashion. It came from a lot of introspection, a lot of love and mindfulness, and I really feel that this place has become so special to me after my third retreat, because I can see that it came from a place of authenticity. The reason I think many of us return to Vana is because we resonate so closely with the place. It speaks to us, and it comes back to our inner selves before all the noise and the clutter that we exist in. And I am sure that anybody who visits Vana is a returning Vanvasi, because the spirit of the place is deeply magical and majestic as well. We feel the harmonious and balanced way that everything has been approached at Vana, and therefore this is very close to our inner states and our true and essential selves. And that's why we love to be back here in such a peaceful environment, and a natural one, of course. I think for me, my journey at Vana has been a lot about introspection. And as I said before, this is my third retreat, and I think I'm still in the infancy of my spiritual journey. But really, I think we live in a world today where there's a lot of noise, be it mental, emotional, physical, material. And we've gone very far from our true sense of who we are and our essence. And when we come to a place that is so natural and so giving and generous, you know, we kind of mellow down. We realize what we really are about. So for me, my journey has been an introspective one, and I think it is one that continues, and I take it with me wherever I go. I mean, Vana remains very close to me. I believe that Vana is not simply a place that I visit to have you know, some treatments and then I'm back to my life. No, Vana for me is an approach, it's a philosophy, it's a place with a lot of principle and a lot of values, and you can sense that in everything, be it with the practitioners, the doctors, the spiritual teachers that come to visit Vana, as well as with many of the Vanvasis that come here, where we also get to interact and speak about our own journeys. So really, Vana is a place that one comes back to, because you know, it is an approach, it's a lifestyle, and it's not a one-off experience. I think for me, I've taken a lot away from Vana. It's been a journey, as I've said before, but it's also been a place where I've become more focused, more mindful in my life, and I've taken that positive energy that I've gotten here into my daily life. I've become more aware. Maybe I've always been inclined towards nature and being close to myself and really looking inwards. But being a Vana allows you to really delve deeper into your soul and And there is a lot of wisdom here that is also shared that I also hold very dear. So the takeaway for me has always been, something close to my spirit. As well, there are practices in terms of foods, etc., meditations, but really it's always about the mind. It comes back to that for me. What I love about Vana is that although it's really keeping to its core values and principles, it's still branching out, and I love the growth that is happening, like the growth of the forest, which Vana means. I've seen on my own retreat this time that there are pottery retreats as well as cuisine retreats, and I think that also gives a lot of depth into the experience. For example, in the pottery sessions we had with a resident artist, Sanjay Gupta, we were talking about clay and how humans are made out of water and water and earth. So, and in actuality, that's a very spiritual way of looking at it. So I enjoyed learning more about that and experiencing it. As for the cuisine retreat, as I said, the food at Vana is absolutely amazing. I've never had anything as nutritious and natural as this, as well as extremely tasty. So to have a retreat based on that cuisine is also learning a lot about, the body and what can take, and also about the foods everywhere. So I love that Vana is expanding and growing and trying new things, and I'm always curious to know what's happening next. In addition to that, I think what's happening with the Vana Foundation and the wisdom that Vana wants to expand and to share with the outside world, that is also an important aspect that is going to keep growing. So the core has remained the same, but there is growth, and I love seeing that. I love waking up in the morning very early and going to the dynamic yoga with Dr. Dhanraj. I think that brings a great start to my day, lots of gratitude and blessings, as well as energy. And the setting for the Yogashala, is something that I remember when I'm back home. It's overlooking a mango orchard, and it's absolutely incredible. So for me, that is always one of the things that I have to do every day. In addition to that, I enjoy many of the treatments. I've also tried the Ayurvedic, the Tibetan, the Chinese medicine. But for me, I particularly like the Chinese medicine. I think that has resonated with me the most, and it has really revitalized me. So when I come here, I make sure to have quite a few acupuncture sessions. I love that Vana has taken the whole approach of, the holistic approach of wellness. So it's not simply some treatments and some classes. No, it's a whole union. It's a harmony that works together, and this has really been implemented through a team that comes together and makes sure that everybody at Vana gets the curated program specific to them and to their requirements and to their needs and where they are in their lives. And this is actually an aspect I don't think is anywhere except here. When I'm here, I often get a feeling of grounding, of motivation, of centering and focus. And this is always something that when I'm at Vana, I think about, that I'm mindful and aware of it, and I always take it back home with me. I remember myself in particular places where I am completely at ease and aware of where I am, and I can take that feeling in itself with me wherever I go. Vana has been created with such energy and such love and generosity of spirit, and I think the founder, Mr. Veer Singh, has put a lot of heart into making Vana what it is today, and it's required a lot of introspection, clarity of mind, a lot of love and a lot of openness. And I think his team today have continued within that same spirit, and it has not wavered in the least through the last few years that I've visited Vana. So I salute him, and I salute his excellent team for their dedication, sharing their wisdom, and really persevering throughout. I take Vana wherever I go with me. I just have to simply close my eyes, and I recall the beautiful lush greenery and the landscaped grounds here. as well as the diverse birds at Vanna. It is truly a forest, but my favorite, who sits perched next to my balcony, is the koel, who sings his loving songs to me every day. So this is something that I've listened to, and I can just picture and listen to when I'm back home. One of the things that I think about when I'm at Vanna is how one gets a view of how one should be with oneself, with others, with nature, and with one's surroundings.